Hello everybody. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the spoilers for the next chapter. Um, this is One Piece 1070, so we're going to be talking about spoilers. So, I just decided to make a video about it. So, I'm going through my phone and see. So, it says according to previously leaked spoilers for One Piece chapter um 1070, Luffy will make a surprising statement. He will refuse Dr. Vegapunk's request to become the new Nakama of the Straw Hats. So Luffy is declining the offer from Dr. Vegapunk. So as we found out in the last chapter, um Dr. Vegapunk kind of made a deal with the Straw Hats, and then we cut back to the Marine HQ, and Sakazuki's all like, "Oh man, if the Straw Hats team up with Dr. Vegapunk, we're screwed. The Marines are screwed. The HQ is screwed. We cannot allow that to happen." So that's what was being said in the last chapter. So for the spoilers for this chapter, Luffy's all like, "No, I'm not taking your request as being an ally to Dr. Vegapunk." The scientists would lose valuable laboratories and important facilities at Egghead that he made until now. So that's why Luffy declined the offer, because the scientists would lose valuable laboratories and important facilities at Egghead that made him until now. There we go. Sorry, I had issues scrolling up. One Piece chapter 1070 spoilers also suggested Dr. Vegapunk's current research would discover more about the Void Century and the Ancient Kingdom. Thus, Luffy may make Vegapunk Island his territory, like Wano country, that is now free from Wano's group. So the research that Vegapunk is doing, so we learn more about the Void Century, we learn more about the Ancient Kingdom, and Luffy wants to make Vegapunk Island his territory, just like Kaido with Wano, and he's free from the Kaido group. Here are other spoilers from One Piece chapter 1070 previously shared online. So here we go. The cover features 5 scientists discussing humanity: Vegapunk, Caesar, Judge, Queen, and an unknown woman. So we already know Vegapunk is a scientist. We already know Caesar is also a scientist. We see that at Punk Hazard with the smileys, the artificial dough fruit. So we already know Caesar is a scientist. Judge is a scientist. Sanji's father, a scientist? Really? I would have never guessed that Judge would ever be a scientist. All I know is that he's very abusive to Sanji. We know that much. And something about like his siblings, that he not his siblings, his like his four sons, and his daughter, is it Reiju? So we know about that. Yeah, interesting. And then Queen, guys, the Zuma guy, from Wano, that can turn into a dinosaur. A scientist. Okay, I was not expecting that. And an unknown woman. So my question is, what do I think the woman scientist is going to be? In my opinion, honestly, I wish it was Monet. I wish Monet could have been the woman scientist because she worked with Caesar, but I think she's passed away. So it cannot be Monet, unfortunately. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what woman scientists are. I'm gonna say Dr. Kureha. Let's go with that. We'll go with Dr. Kureha. That's my guess. The battle between Luffy and Lucci continues, with Luffy getting frustrated that they can't land a single attack on Luffy. So the battle between Luffy and Lucci rages on, and Luffy's getting frustrated. So Luffy's putting up a fight. He's putting up a fight with Rob Lucci, because Rob Lucci is like attacking Luffy, attacking him and constantly attacking him. And Luffy's like dodging these attacks, and now he's getting frustrated because he can't hit him. Because Luffy is in his son Nika form, as we found out in the last chapter. Sentomaru has been defeated and is taken away for urgent treatment and response. Which kind of makes sense, because in the last chapter, I think he got his head chopped off by Lucci. So makes sense that he's defeated and he's taken away for treatment. It's quite interesting that he's not dead after he got his head chopped off. But hey, it's One Piece. Characters never die unless you're Ace, Whitebeard, and Orochi. I think those are the only characters that passed away in canon of the story. I'm not talking about like flashbacks or anything like that. I'm talking about in canon of the story. The only characters that have passed away in One Piece is Whitebeard, Ace, and Orochi. Lucci takes control of Serum. Serum is one of Vegapunk's alter egos. So kind of like the whole pain thing, like I said in the last chapter. So Lucci is maybe fusing with the Serum, or working together with the Serum, or maybe Serum can turn into a weapon, and Lucci uses it, kind of like Soul Eater with Soul, and then that other girl that was like wielding Soul, like you know how like in Soul Eater, Soul can turn into a scythe, and then this girl like uses the scythe, you know, but it's Soul though. Soul can turn into a scythe, so like kind of like that kind of thing. I don't know. Vegapunk explains that it's extremely difficult and dangerous to replace Akuma no Mi, but that the Zone are the easiest to replicate because of their origins are animal-based. Mythological models need special conditions. Hold on a minute. So, zones, which are animal-based devil fruits, are the easiest to replicate because of their origins are animal-based. Mythological models need special conditions. So, it's easy to replicate these zone devil fruits. That's why probably the majority of devil fruit users are zone users, because they can easily be replicated, right? But mythical models need special conditions. So Logias and Paramecias need special conditions in order to replicate them. So that means, like I said before, are there more zone users than there are Logias and Paramecias? Because that would make more sense. He also explains that Paramecias need lineage factor in order to replicate, and that Logias are almost impossible to copy, although Vegapunk seems disheartened talking about this. So Paramecias need a lineage factor. So is that why Luffy's so since Luffy is a Paramecia user, because the Gamma Gamma no Mi, so that means what's Luffy's lineage? That's what I like to know. So, wanted to be replicated. So, yeah, like I said before, what's Luffy's lineage then? Since it can't be replicated. And Logias are almost impossible to copy, although Vegapunk seems disheartening to talk about this. Well, that makes sense because Logias are broken. Let's just call that out for what it is. Just element-based devil fruits. Come on now. Fire. You got the Mera no Mi. You got the Hito no Mi. You got the Yuki no Mi. You got all these element of nature devil fruits. So, of course, it's going to be almost impossible to copy those. Because, like I said before, Logias are the most broken devil fruits out of the three, in my opinion, by far. Because being able to turn yourself into an element of nature is pretty broken, I will say. The order of authority that can control the Pacifista, including the serum, is 5 elders. Dr. Vegapunk, Sentomaru. Oh, Sentomaru can control Pacifistas? But he got his head decapitated by Rob Lucci, so that says a lot about him. And Chip Authority. Oh, Chip Authority Sentomaru gets orders from. Oh! Never mind. I take that back what I said. Chip Authority Sentomaru gets orders from Dr. Vegapunk. So Dr. Vegapunk is in charge of Sentomaru. So Sentomaru is kind of like his right-hand man kind of thing. Because Sentomaru is in charge of the chips, and Dr. Vegapunk calls all the shots. To remove CP0, and intends to help Luffy in defeating this CP0. Okay, so Luffy declines to be Nakama with Vegapunk, and Luffy wants to take over Egghead and kind of make it his turf, just like Kaido is just like Kaido and Wano. Like Wano is Kaido's turf, Eggman is Luffy's turf, or Luffy's trying to make Egghead his turf. And then now Vegapunk wants to help Luffy in defeating Rob Lucci and all the CP0 members. That is quite interesting. As Sentomaru is attacked by Lucci, he can no longer control Serum. So Lucci goes to attack Sentomaru, and Lucci has no control of Serum. So he used to be in control, and then now he's not in control when he fights Sentomaru, because Sentomaru plants these chips, because he's in charge of the chips and Vegapunk is in charge of it all. So it makes sense why Lucci cannot attack Sentomaru using Serum, because Sentomaru had his hand in creating Serum. Makes sense. So Serum will obey orders from CP0. Yeah, Serum will obey orders from CP0. Interesting. Lucci and Luffy are in awakened form. As we know from the last chapter. New form may be black or white smoke around their bodies, even though Lucci is in resurrection mode. I almost said resurrection, like from Bleach. This is Bleach, guys. Like, Lucci is going into his resurrection. He's an Arrancar now. And, his devil fruit is still a leopard. In upcoming One Piece chapter 1070, Lucci will use Serum to defeat Luffy, but getting triumph over Yonko is likely to be difficult for Lucci. So Luffy is a Yonko now. He's a Yonko, guys. Look, like at least I forgot. So is Luffy as strong as Shanks, as strong as Big Mom, as strong as Kaido? I guess he is. One Piece chapter 1070 will showcase what did Luffy witness at Egghead. The name of Luffy's new attack is known as Gamu Gamu no Dawn, White Rocket. So Luffy learns a new technique because he's in his son Nika form, like it's white, which makes sense because I think his hair is white and his eyebrows are white when he turns into that Nika form. So he learns a new technique, of course, because he's in his awakened Gamu Gamu no Dawn White Rocket. A fight between Teach and Shanks is also observed. So we see Shanks get into a battle. Who's Teach? Who's Teach, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, like, is that a new character that we haven't seen before? Because I don't remember Teach. So, okay, we get to see a Shanks battle. That's really cool, and hopefully it's gonna be a good fight. Because you really can't count the fight between, like, the last, I guess, quote-unquote fight we've seen is Shanks and one of the admirals. I can't remember his name. The one with the plant fruit. He can, like, summon plants. Oh, what's his name? Oh, like, I forgot his name, guys. Please leave it down in the comments. The Marine that can, like, control plants. He can grow forests and things like that. I forgot his name. But, all we see is a clash of hockey, basically, between those two, and then Shanks just disappears. Like he did with, Marineford, same thing, you know. Like, Shanks appears, just clashes with Sakazuki, and then, like, okay, fight's done. So hopefully this fight, you know, we get to see a couple chapters with Shanks and Teach fighting each other, a good solid fight. Let's go. I hope so. And then of course we're expecting more spoilers. So that is it for the spoilers. The release date of the chapter is December 26th. So December 26th is gonna be the official release. So the day after Christmas. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of the spoilers that we have. So we are expecting more spoilers in detail for One Piece Chapter 178, December 23rd. So December 23rd. Yeah, so hold on, 24, 25. Yeah, so tomorrow. So tomorrow we should be getting more spoilers. And I will definitely be making a video of that, of part 2 of the spoilers. But yeah, that's all we have, guys. That is all the spoilers, but I'm so excited for this chapter, guys. We get sounds like a really, really nice chapter. The day after Christmas. I am cool with that. A day after Christmas chapter, guys, before New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That's so cool. But I definitely will make a part 2 of this video of more spoilers. But I'm really excited for this chapter. I am very, very excited for this chapter a lot. And I hope you guys are too. So yeah, guys. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do any of that. Leave a comment if you like, and let me know what are some of your favorite spoilers from this chapter. I think this is going to be really, really cool. Obviously, I'm really excited for the Luffy and Lucci fight. You know, Luffy learns a new technique. Yeah, Vegapunk is interesting. Just, yeah, that is just, wow. I'm really excited for this chapter, for sure. So yeah, guys, I see you guys next time. So, bye, guys.